Hey, how's it going? You know, I was about to go to bed, but I just saw your video about what was the worst gift you ever got. And my memory is this is going to be a crazy story I'm about to tell, but when I was 11 years old, my father, my good old dad, he actually gave me a present. Well, that year I had gotten a lot of presents from him, but I got a secret present from him that he didn't want me to open up in front of my mom or my sisters. So later on that night, I saw this present. It looked like a magazine, like kind of had like the shape of it. So he wanted me to open up in private. So when I did, I opened it up, and sure enough, it was a magazine of Playboy. And I looked at this, and mind you, at the time, I'm 11 years old. I'm very naive. I was very like sheltered when I was a young kid. I didn't know nothing about sex or anything about that stuff. So I saw this book of a naked girl, and I'm thinking, what the hell is going on? What is this? So he shows me this, and he tells me, son, this is your first magazine. I'm like, first magazine? He wanted me to open it up. So I'm opening up the pages. I'm seeing naked girl after naked girl, and I'm thinking to myself, like, wow, what's going on? Like, at that time, I already knew I was gay, but I just still, you know, I was still like wishy-washy about it. So I think he kind of sensed that I was gay. So he gave me a magazine of Playboy, and I'm looking at it, and I didn't know what to tell, what to do. So he's telling me all this stuff like, oh yeah, you see these pretty girls, don't these girls look pretty? Girls are only good for one thing, that's the fuck. And mind you, my father was a really bad womanizer. So he installed this on me, and I'm thinking to myself, wow, what is this? I can't believe what's going on. My mind was going crazy at that time. So needless to say, his little Playboy magazine didn't work on me. So looking back at that, I'm like, wow, like, I just had to say this because it's just it's a funny thought that came up to my head about that. And to make things even more funny and ironic, my father had a stack of actual like Playboy magazines, but he also had Playgirl magazines. And at the time, I didn't know why he had Playgirl in it, because I used to sneak in there and look at all the Playgirl magazines. And after he died about like 4 years ago, my mom, she actually told me that he was bisexual. So imagine the shock on my face when I found out my dad was bisexual. And it went back to when I was 11 years old, and here he is giving me a magazine of Playboy when he had the same feelings as I had towards guys. So crazy story, huh? So I just wanted to say that was by far my worst gift I ever got my whole entire life. Magazine of Playboy. Imagine that, a young gay kid growing up getting that. So that's all I wanted to say. Take it easy.